Hi, Dr. Rojas. Here's my box.
Okay, in this box, I promise you, are going to be 4 parts of the things that I'm still using to this day to teach. This is my SFL analysis that I did during application task number 1. And there's one line in it that I kept going back to over and over again. Most content teachers don't have the linguistic knowledge to realize the language challenges sitting right there in their textbooks, in their directions, in their leveled readers. They cannot see it. And I decided that seeing it and helping my colleagues see it was my job. So that's the lens for everything that's in this box. 4 weeks that stuck. Not the ones that I just nodded along and forgot, but the ones that truly stick with me all these years later. As an EAL teacher, my 2 biggest challenges have been these. I stopped being the person who just gets handed the lesson plan, and I started to lead those co-planning sessions. Also, I built student profile sheets that keep us focused on what our kids can do, not what they can't do. Everything in this box here, it's going to feed into one of those 2 things. So let me start with the student.
Let's see what's inside. I think I saw 2 very important things here. That's right, week 6.
Okay, so it looks like in the box here, we first have our week 6, individual differences and variability. And actually, what I see from my box right now is my color, symbol, image work. I used the Sun article on the factors that were affecting second language acquisition. And I'll be honest with you, this one felt kind of personal. Look here, my color is bright to dull because acquisition isn't a black or white. There are all these factors, all of these colors, so to speak, that make it shine or go dull. And look, my symbol here was the wrong way and one-way road signs because we're the ones steering kids towards acquiring the language. That's our job. They're not just memorizing grammar. And then finally, I chose the bullseye for my image because acquisition is the goal. It is the target for what we do as teachers. But wait, here's the aha moment that I still think about to this day. I've studied Spanish for years. I'm working through this Portuguese, English, coming back to America feeling. And I've always told everyone that my brain just isn't wired to learn a language. But after reading Sun, it finally hit me. It was actually never my brain. It's all the factors. I'm an introvert. I started older. My motivation, well, it's not too strong some days. And my attitude can sometimes be a little bit sour about the whole thing. Those are the exact individual differences that this article discussed. And once I felt that as a failed language learner myself, I can't unsee that in some of my students. So, of course, you know that I have now helped create the profile sheets. This was one of the most important pieces from week 6. I actually gave feedback to Katie when she posted her profile sheet that she shared with us, and it really inspired me. I actually took this idea to our school and piloted it so that all teachers now can see the can-dos of our students. And what's even more amazing is that it's a strength first. We include home languages, we talk about their interests and what lights them up, what gets them going. So my co-teachers and I now use this tool. It might have started in my room, but now it's our whole team, our whole school. That's the asset shift. And it came straight out of me realizing that I'd been actually judging myself in an unfair way. And Katie just gave me a great tool to continue to hone in and master during our week 6 learning.
All right, what else is in our box? look here. Oh, I know what this is. Yes. Oh, wow.
Okay, second thing out of the box right here. This is actually an article from week 3. And this has actually changed our school dynamics, not just the individual differences. But look here. This here is the teaching and learning cycle. And this artifact taught me how to actually build the academic writing with my multilingual learners, instead of just saying, okay, this is what we're doing today and assigning it. So look, it's my science writing unit on seed dispersal designed through the teaching and learning cycle that really has me thinking differently in this course. I did this with a 2nd grade teacher. What I learned to do here was pull apart a text at 3 different levels: discourse, sentence, and word, and name what the language was doing. You see, science writing leans on really the being and doing verbs, when a story will lean on the thinking and saying verbs. So we want to really have the kids break down the words that they see and how they see them. How are they working together? And that kind of thing helps the content teachers really see what's happening in the text that they are assigning. So we were able to watch a video, deconstruct this mentor text, and then jointly construct the I do, we do writing portion that you see here in this picture. And before we go back into the box to see what else is in there, I want to make sure we understand that this model, the grade 2 teachers took it and they showed the grade 4 teachers. So now we have 2 grades that are co-planning, co-teaching, and co-constructing this writing in a way that students can see all the levels: discourse level, sentence level, and the word level.
In this box. Oh, yeah. Okay, what's in the box next?
Out of the box, here we have it. This is targeting our language instruction to progress learners' language. So this week was week 4, where we did the DLLP best fit analysis. And I did a SWOT analysis using a grade 2's instructional book on cats. And so this helped us see the instructional moves that we were going to use to move our writer forward in their cat writing. And this is where the sentence structure comes in. The reading flipped a word for me that I can't go back to. It was approximation, not errors. When the student writes, the cat is orange, she has fur, that's not really a mistake. It's a developmental stage. A kid who's exactly where she's supposed to be when she's doing the combining of clauses. If you see over there under sentence grammar. So now what do? How do we teach into that? I need to help grow her as a writer. This is also where my SWOT was born. I was able to really see the strengths of this writer and the growth areas of this writer. And from that, I made my instructional moves all around kernel sentences. Cats are orange can grow into what? House cats are orange. And why? To keep them warm. Okay, so what does that look like now? Their orange fur keeps them warm. Oh my gosh, we did an I do, we do, they do. And we were able to expand the sentence and bridge it into their writing. So you'll see here, how can we use targeted language instruction to progress these writers? And we can do that through kernel sentence writing.
Oh, and here is what we find in the rest of the box. In week 4, I was combining and expanding sentences on paper. Well, guess what? These Montessori tools now bring that sentence to life.
Our most visual artifact that these kids can use, that teachers can use, that can progress our writers in all subject areas. The nature of language systems and their instructional implications came from week 7. What works? And this is my what works. In week 4, I was combining sentences on paper. Then I learned about the Montessori grammar tools, which makes the same syntax physical. Students and teachers literally pick up these triangles and circles and move the pieces of a sentence. They build it, they rearrange it. See how it holds all together? Sentence structure stops being so abstract and becomes something that we can hold onto with our hands. So here is this artifact that has really transformed my co-teaching that I lead. I can hand the content colleague a concrete way to teach sentence structure inside of their own subject, and something shifts. Language teaching stops being the MLL teachers thing and becomes something that we can all do together. Remember the line that I said from the very start that these content teachers couldn't see the language? This is just me showing them. It's giving them the tools to teach it themselves. That's the leadership disposition. I am the resource. So they can take what we're doing and build those sentences with the Montessori tools. And that is what we love about building sentences. But hold on. If we're only at a word level, look what we did here. We can use the Montessori tools to teach them how we add to the end of words, or why we're adding to the end of words.
Look here. Students are understanding that when they pick up this triangle, a cute dog. So we're taking our kernel ideas and now we're making it visible. A orange cat. So there you have it. That's the box. 1 student first foundation and 3 weeks that were really one story. Analyzing the sentence structure, diagnosing it, and then making it movable. Discourse to diagnosis to your own 2 hands. The reason all 4 are in this box and not in a folder I forgot about is because I actually use them every time I'm planning. And I've handed every one of these to people that I plan with. That's the part that matters most to me. They didn't stay in my room. It changed how my team sees the kids and how we teach them the language of school together.